Hey, there he is.
Welcome back to the show,
How you
sir.
doing, man?
All right.
Take a seat.
Promoting, of course, Killing Them Softly.
Yeah, I seen the trailers for this. Looks great, man. Looks like another one of these nice, what I like, action movies. And a little, I don't know what's going on in that movie. Looks very mysterious.
Yeah, it's good.
Very suspenseful.
It's really good.
Yeah. What is it, Brad Pitt in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Gandolfini, Richard Jenkins.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And, of course,
Big
Ray
names.
Liotta.
And it's about what?
Pretty goddamn cool.
They're all coming after me. I run a card game that I robbed years ago. They decide that somebody they want to rob this the game again. To think that it's me, everybody does think it's me, and so Brad Pitt, who's an enforcer, calls in James Gandolfini to take me out, and the other guy, and then they find out the other guy. So it's kind of like a heist chase, but it's got some good humor in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep showing this clip of this scene where you're at a poker table laughing, and I haven't heard all I've done is seen silent images of you laughing at a
really?
poker
Yeah.
table, which is what?
Yeah, it's funny because I would play cards. We shot it down in New Orleans, so I would go to Harrah's and play cards, and I became friendly with a lot of the guys that play. Well, not a lot, but a few guys that played there, and they were just professional poker players. So I said, you know what? So they're busting my chops after a while. Oh, acting. What kind of job is that? And
Right, poker player.
so I said, oh, you guys wanted to, so we had to do the laugh scene. I said, you know what? It would be really good because sometimes just a laugh hysterically, on cue is not the easiest thing to do sometimes. So I got them, so they came, and I figured, well, we'll talk just like we laughed at the games. And as soon as the camera came on in action, they froze.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But ironically, it made me laugh more just to see them, they're big talking, all of a sudden just freeze.
Out of their element.
Yep.
Yeah.
What were they supposed to do? Is it supposed to be an improv dialogue or just kind of a casual hang thing?
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's voiced over there, but I admit that I robbed the game, and it cracks me up, I guess, and I was hoping for them to give me something back, so it'd just be one big laugh. And if you look at when you see it, it's just me by myself laughing, and then they're not cracking a smile, nothing.
They're all panicking that they're going to do the wrong thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You any good at cards?
No.
You haven't gotten better?
I don't. I just don't like losing money. So those guys
I
you
think
got to
anyone
be
does.
really free with it. And then a lot of those guys are like a lot of math guys who do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Counting
they
cards
really
and all?
play, the odds. So I asked
Yeah,
them,
they know about odds and pot.
Yeah, and if there's
your
a
pot
certain
odds.
amount in the pot, then
Yeah. Then it's worth your while to
yeah,
bet.
exactly. Yeah, no,
I don't
just
know.
can't.
What do I got? A pair? What do I got?
I don't care.
That's all I know. What do I got?
Although I do like watching it on ESPN.
Yeah. I
I do like watching those
right?
guys.
And you wouldn't think that would be entertaining to actually watch, but years ago when it really started getting popular, a lot of people started watching it. It is,
Yeah, the tough thing is a lot of times they don't show the whole cards to the camera, so then that's not intriguing at all.
Yeah.
But to see them bluffing and doing their thing.
Yeah, when you know what they have, that's got to annoy the other guy though when they finally do air it, and it's like, God damn, he got me on that
Yep.
one. He
Yep.
had nothing.
I have no ability to enjoy doing it. I've told this story before, but I went to a casino once and I put 20 on one of those, or I put a dollar on a wheel. You know those wheels you spin at the sucker bet? Like, duck, and it actually hit 20. And my first thought, instead of, hey, I won $20, was, fuck, why did I bet 20? I would have won 400. Immediately, it's never going to be good enough. I understood the addiction in that moment. Like, I'll never be able to do this and enjoy it.
It's never that you're winning a
No.
dollar. You're losing as much as
totally.
you
It's not enjoyable at all for me.
Yeah, and if
it's fun. It kills time, and it's unbelievable how long you could sit at a table.
Yeah.
I mean, just hours and hours and hours, and all you're thinking about is that. So that's a good thing. But
Yeah, I like playing. I like blackjack. When I go down, I was just down in Atlantic City playing blackjack for like hours on end.
Ask him.
Just sit there.
Ask him how much he bets.
No,
there,
I
Ray.
don't. Well, it was kind of.
fuck.
It did get a little crazy. Sometimes I bet like $6,000 on 3 bets each.
18 G's.
So it's like 18 on one hand.
Get out of here.
It's crazy.
You were doing that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's called being an addict, right?
I know it doesn't look it, but yeah, he was doing it.
It
You
was.
do make money, right?
Believe me, it was out of hand. It was out of hand, but it was
There's
fun.
a big game in L.A. I know some guys that play, and it's you could lose like 90. Yeah, so how think you guys do? So and so lost 90,000.
Oh,
It's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
That's a
Dice, Jimmy used to tour with Andrew Dice Clay.
He helped me once.
Really?
Yeah, I was down. I was in Atlantic City, and I know him. We did a show together. I think it was St. El's. I don't remember what it was. Mike Hammer or something. And he came over to say hi. He said, "How you doing here?" I says, "Nah, not too good." He says, "You want me to get it back for you?" And I said, yeah. But he checked. He was with some guy, and he kind of like asked the guy if it was okay. So I guess he used to play a lot. And sure enough, he got me back in maybe 5 hands.
Wow.
It
What
was
balls.
really,
That is
really
ballsy.
impressive.
Wow.
What did he do
Just out
differently,
there,
though?
Dice.
Huh?
What did he do differently?
He just got lucky. Dice gambled.
He
That's
just got
what
lucky.
it
He gambled. 'Cause this story
Hey,
could have been.
I'm going to look like a big shot in front of Ray. This is going to be great. And he did it.
This story could have just been easily fuck Dice. He cost me $200,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could have been.
I watched him the first time we did the Venetian. I watched Dice before he actually did the Venetian. It had just opened, and he went in, and he probably dropped $200,000.
No.
I was out of my mind. I never saw cash like that. He used to carry this fanny pack, and he would have the 2 guys with cash. And but he got a 2-year contract out of it. It was a smart move.
Oh, really?
Because they saw this guy's a high roller, so let's hire him, and he'll just Which he was a lot smarter than they thought he was. But that was an investment, I think, towards getting a Venetian contract.
That's crazy.
You're smart not to do that, though. Like, it's so
Yeah,
tempting
yeah.
when you have money just to fuck around and do stupid stuff, but it's smart that you're concerned about losing.
No, my biggest buys are sneakers and sunglasses. That's it.
Is that it?
I'm not a big. I don't have like lots of toys, and I like a nice car, but living in LA, it certainly helps.
How many
Yeah,
sneakers
yeah.
do you have?
Ooh, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And they're all the same thing. When I go shopping with my daughter and I start going over towards the sneakers and I start reaching for some, she's, "Dad,
Is she just
don't."
like, "Oh,
They're all
please."
black with white soles. They must have like 20 of the same shoe.
That's
Do
a
you wear 'em?
lunatic.
Some of these guys.
Yeah.
Well, some of these guys buy the sneakers and never wear them.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm sure there's some that haven't seen light yet.
No, this guy right here, he buys them and doesn't. I don't get that whole sneaker culture at all.
Please. Yeah. That is kind of odd. That you know what, you do need your little outlet. That's some people are gambling, the toys, like you were saying, sneakers. I guess is.
Is it hard for you to find shoes
Outlet.
that fit, so you keep buying the same thing?
No, I don't even try mine anymore. I just give me the 10s.
That's it.
Wow.
Just walk out.
It's like almost OCD. It's a little OCD.
It is a little
You kind of
bit.
collect. There's a lot.
know.
You're not a hoarder, but it's like I collect weird shit, and sometimes you get caught in this weird loop
what,
where you're like,
what?
I gotta have them. What's that?
What do you collect?
I'll just collect like photos. I get photos with people, and it's fun. We have one, believe me.
It's to his left right there.
No, that's
Oh, no,
Betty
he's
White.
waiting with Betty
that's
White.
the Betty
I'm gonna
White
get
photo.
that signed later. But it's just this weird. It was baseball cards, and it was Kiss stuff at one point when I was a kid. I used to collect Kiss stuff or just weird stuff. You get caught in this loop of having to have. The
But celebrity
collection.
photos is your big one, man.
That's the most fun. Yeah, that's the most fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Not
but it's
for the
also
celebrity.
marking memories too, though.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and sometimes I'll get a good story out of it. Sometimes I won't. Like sometimes if something weird happens, you can tell it on stage, and if not, then it's still just.
You got
nice.
one with Ray?
No, we just met at the Montreal Comedy Festival years ago.
Oh, you
He
got
did
a
the
picture
Nasty
with
Show.
him?
Oh yeah.
Ah, fuck.
And he was very
I
nice.
was hoping that you did, and then we could talk.
And he blew me off? No,
not taking a
Yeah,
picture with you
horrible
today.
story.
That would
No.
make us very happy after you leave.
No, I got everyone from Goodfellas except De Niro. De Niro's
really?
the tough one. Yeah, he's not easy. He's a nice guy, but
Yeah.
I asked him for a photo once. He goes, no, not right now, because then everybody will ask. And I was like, I guess they will.
You're holding a grudge.
He just got in touch with me through somebody. This guy, I guess, was opening a restaurant or something, and he had a Goodfellas poster. And it's one of the few, I don't think maybe there's one or two where it's all our names on it.
Wow.
Joe, because I know their signatures now, and that's it. That's it, yeah. There's a lot of people.
That's a hard to get item.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So he
I
called you and
would-
wanted you to sign it?
Yeah.
Did you say no?
No.
That would have been great. I feel like I'm busy, Bobby. Please.
Have you worked with Gandolfini before?
No.
I don't know.
No.
No. Is he intense? Is he?
I didn't have any scenes with him.
Oh,
so,
shit, really?
I mean, yeah.
I figured he was after you.
Yeah, no. He's a really good actor. But
Yeah,
I haven't, no, we didn't have any. I didn't have any scenes with Brad.
Wow.
It was
That's
just
so
me
odd.
And these guys that beat me up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Because we haven't seen Gandolfini in in much of anything.
Except the
for a few
documentary he
years.
did for the soldiers.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
really something,
Yes.
yeah.
And everybody's different when they act, but it's amazing when you see a guy that known for a role, and then you hear him talking. He's just like this soft-spoken, concerned guy.
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
weird to hear him just in
Yeah.
regular speak
With his
interviewing soldiers.
filmmaker beard.
Yeah,
He had his filmmaker beard on.
like a real nice guy.
yeah.
Hey, when you auditioned for Goodfellas, did they offer it to you because you had done Field of Dreams, or did you actually have to go in and cold read it, or did they say, "All right, we'll just screen test you"? What was your?
No, there's no reading. I had to read for this movie, but I didn't have
You
to
did have to read for this, or no?
Yeah, he wanted me to. A lot of the younger directors now, he's not that young, but they like to see. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, and I don't mind doing it. I wanted the part, so, and I don't care about auditioning. Sometimes it's fun, actually. So
How much do you shit when Ray Liotta walks in? When you're an actor just trying to go for a role, and you're like, I think I got it, and you see him walk in with the same script, you're like, oh, fuck. How awful. Oh, that must be terrible.
Oh, poor Jimmy.
No, but I mean, I think that's amazing that you're willing to do that. Like, and Sally Field, they said, really pushed to get Lincoln.
Yeah.
And you think that,
Yes.
like, she's an Oscar winner.
Yeah, you would think.
And she had to lobby to get that part. Was this one you wanted?
she was great in that.
amazing. She was
She
amazing.
was really, really good.
Because you never think of Mary Todd Lincoln as anything other than just Abe's wife. You never think like there was a real personality behind it,
Right,
and she
yeah.
played like this fucking.
Just think that,
Crazy wife.
batshit crazy wife of Lincoln.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you think.
He was good too. I mean, I'm breaking real ground saying Daniel Day-Lewis did a good job acting. You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
When you watch movies like that, do you ever get like an uncomfortable? Is it like it's hard for me to watch comedians doing something great? So I'm like, ugh. Do you ever feel like that when you're watching a film? Like, fuck, I should be in that movie.
Sometimes you wish that you had that opportunity, but everything works out the way it's supposed to work out. I don't know. Yeah.
Are you playing a film called the Iceman?
Yeah.
You play,
With
I
Michael
guess it's
Shannon.
Roy DeMeo.
He was a mob guy.
Yeah, that's.
This is a true story. It's about this guy,
Kuklinski,
Richard
right?
Kuklinski. Did you ever see the HBO
Yeah.
documentary
Of
on him?
course.
It's riveting.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was like that. Michael Shannon's great in it.
Yeah.
He's really, really good in it.
I literally watched that 2 nights ago for no reason at all. I got into a weird loop on
Yeah, it's
YouTube,
good.
and I thought of Kuklinski, and I watched the first. There was 2 of them, and I watched the first one where they're interviewing also the cop who was undercover, who it turned out Kuklinski was planning on killing, so he was telling him everything.
Yeah.
Because he thought he was a hitman.
Oh, he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, is that who
Wow.
you play in it?
No. I play Roy DeMeo.
Oh,
Roy
you
DeMeo's
said it,
Keith,
okay.
Keith the cop's uncle. By the way, yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
Who? What?
A buddy of mine, my security guy and my assistant, was just retired lieutenant off the NYPD, and that's his uncle.
Jesus. Really?
Yeah.
He was a legendary guy.
Oh, he's got a lot of. He says if Ray comes in to promote that next time, he's got a lot of memorabilia he could bring in. So
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. That's an
Keith-
intense story. What he did.
Yeah. I've heard.
Chopping of the bodies.
Yeah,
and-
I heard a lot of the story from Keith, and it's holy shit.
Did DeMeo do that? Did he do it, or was it just Kuklinski?
Well, Roy was just as intense.
Yeah.
He just would hire out certain things if he felt like he couldn't get close to somebody. At that time, a lot of people didn't know who Kuklinski was, and he was pretty much a gun for hire.
Oh, okay.
Didn't he
Unintended.
had a method for getting rid of his bodies cleanly? Wasn't there like a 2-man tag team when he was trying to off people? I think one guy would shoot him while the other stabbed to get rid of the pressure, so there wasn't this big spurting blood everywhere. So
Really?
They could, so they could
Oh,
clean
really?
so they could kill and clean up really easily.
Well, what they say that DeMeo did, he had a
restaurant,
bar,
right?
Gemini
Yeah.
Lounge. There was an apartment, and he would take the people. They would either whack them in the apartment, or someplace else. They would put them into over a bathtub, drain all the blood, and then just cut them up. and
How
then
the hell
disperse
do you
the,
do that? Like, how as a human being
Unbelievable,
can
isn't it?
anyone do that?
Do you hum? Or
Do you
whistle?
tell
Like,
stories?
what are you thinking when you're chopping through somebody's shoulder?
food. I heard like they'd be talking about eating, or
Oh,
just
my
eating
God.
during it.
Chop them up. Not here, you stupid motherfucker.
Poor Maury.
There's Brad
Holy
Pitt. Oh,
shit.
they just showed him doing his perfume commercial. The cologne.
Yeah, that's all over the news
They're
today.
kind of beating him up for the cologne
Brad
commercial. he
Pitt's
did.
doing. I guess
was
he's
asked
got.
that a lot. We had a junket yesterday, and a lot of people
Are asking
were-
about it?
Yeah.
It's some big news thing, I guess, because he comes off looking a little weird in the spot, but it's a perfume commercial.
That's what they do
They're
with
all
those
I'm
strange.
sure it went to charity. I would think.
Yeah.
I just wonder how much he got.
Yeah.
That's a good payday.
That level, yeah.
Do you wonder that when you're doing a film too? Like, is that like, does it bother you if you know a guy like Brad Pitt is getting more money, or do you never care, or do you on some level go like, ugh?
Well, sometimes, yeah. I mean, it's not a meritocracy. This business, it's pretty much how your movies do, and that all well and good. Because sometimes, like independent movies, I'll take my chunk, and you try to say, no, really pay these people. It's ridiculous, but that's just part of it.
Oh, on an independent movie, because the budgets are low, they'll give you more, of course, because they're getting a name actor.
Yeah, but not much.
Right. They got angry at me. Not much, fuckhead.
He can't buy a lot of sneakers with that.
What is going on with this?
Which one? Oh, the 2.5 Men thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I Found Jesus.
The kid in it,
Jo-
who's like 19 now.
Jehovah's Witness, right?
No, he went like
evangelical or something.
Yeah, one of these real hardcore church groups that he found himself in, and now he's bad mouthing the show. Doesn't want to be on it. Says it's evil.
It's filth.
Filth.
Yeah, filth. I don't know. I always think if someone goes too, whatever you want to do religiously and stuff, I'm fine and dandy. But I always think if you dive a little too deep into religion, you're definitely trying to run from something. It's
But isn't he? I heard that he had a substance problem, and then
Was
they
that
turned to
early on?
I think that's what someone was telling me before. That's what I was wondering if you guys
might have been.
Oh.
We don't know
Yeah.
that.
I actually didn't know that.
We
No.
don't know that detail.
We heard the clip of him talking to some preacher, and he was on saying, "If you watch this show, please don't watch it. I'm on it, and I don't want you to watch it." Like he's really a shithead. He's sabotaging all these people that he works with.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah. You imagine doing a film with somebody, and all of a sudden they're bad mouthing the movie the day it comes out. You're like, "What are you doing? Just wait till it's on DVD." Don't fucking kill it now.
Sure, he's making bank.
Yeah, he's making $8 million a year, 350,000 episode. He's making
that he's willing to give up.
that he's willing to give up. It's easy the last year of a contract to say that though, when you know you're going to finish your.
That church has to be drooling though. Like they're gonna just release him of that money. Like, yeah, come on to our church. This is great.
How much do you like God?
Yeah. Wow.
I love the Ray laugh. It's awesome. I love it.
He sounds like my laugh a little.
Yeah.
Anthony?
Oh. Ooh, that's a compliment.
Oh, look at that.
You did some soap acting. I was watching you on last night on what was it? Was it Another World that you were on?
Yeah.
And that's an
What
intense.
do you mean you were watching it last night?
I was on YouTube.
That shit's everywhere, right?
I'm a little behind, Ray.
Scenes?
Yes, I hear Luke and Laura getting married. So. But I was
soap opera here in New York.
And how long did you do that for?
3.5 years. Wow,
You were
right
great.
out of college.
You were really good, but I'm like, that's a hard way to make a living doing a soap.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it at all. You come out and you just want to be making movies, and my dad coming through the depression and everything. He said, it's money, it's a start, and all I did at that time was just theater. So
You weren't kind of psyched, like, I got a TV gig, at least. No.
with the soap opera,
Yeah.
not really.
Really?
No, but it turned out to be great because
Yeah.
it really was. There were great people. The producer would go to watch plays on Broadway, and he would go backstage if there was a part that he was looking for, and he would usually get somebody
Oh, wow.
from that guaranteed that they were going to be out for their shows. So there were really, really good actors. This woman, Kathleen Widows, played my mother, and she was great.
So what play were you in?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. What play were you when he saw you?
I wasn't in a play then. I was 6 months out of college. The only play that I bartended at the Schubert organization. Intermissions before the show, and that's what I was doing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was
Pretty cool.
interesting to
Get the
watch
gig.
him do soap acting. It was over you and this girl, Kit, her name was, or something.
Yeah, Kit.
Where-
She was the richest woman in America.
Oh, that was.
I love this story.
So I go up to I'm in love with Eileen, and Eileen dies. I go to her, I give her a St. Christopher's medal. Here, Eileen, I love you. She died, so I go up to where I proposed to her, and I slip on the ice, and I'm out cold. So in the hospital, there's this nurse, Kit, and who I ended up marrying, but then I found out she was the richest woman in America, and because she didn't tell me, I got an annulment.
Oh, as most guys would. You hate to
Why
find out
would
they
you
have
do
money.
that?
Saying is to make sure that
Holy
we realize
shit.
Look at
That's
you.
and know that
crazy.
this is exactly what we
Oh
want
my
to do.
gosh!
That
Are you having
is.
second thoughts?
No.
But what?
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Don't give me nothing, Kit. The one thing that the father said was that we should discuss every doubt, every question that we have. So we have to lay it all on the table, everything before we get married.
Kid, we don't need that money.
I'm a nurse. No, it was really good because he slides down on the seat, and I was watching you, and I was like, "There's a great moment where you're just telling him because we love each other. That's important." And I'm like, "What a great actor!" Like it was such a. I would have wrecked that moment so immediately.
Of course you would have.
But it was just. It was such a non. It was not overacted. It was
Just
so
natural.
It was great,
Yeah.
That's what was great about it, because you're doing it every day. And you really, and I took it really serious. And there's just so many ways you could say, pass the sugar.
It must be sort of like if it's every day, it must get easier to deliver it naturally because it is kind of natural. You're
Totally.
with these people every day.
Like you guys with the show.
Right,
It's very
yeah.
natural. You're just talking. If it was your first day or whatever, maybe.
Yeah, a little
How long
jittery.
you guys been going
Oh,
out?
God.
Christ on a pony.
Going out.
Yeah, it might as well be, right?
We've been out this 18
Like
years.
18 years now.
Wow.
Shit. Up in Boston and then New York.
Was it easy to memorize all that shit? I can't
seems
imagine
like the
memorizing
hardest
all
part.
those lines. You have a whole brand
I was
new
on the
script.
first hour and a half show. We went to
Holy
an hour and a half, and it was right in the middle of my storyline. It's just every night you're just
Wow.
doing it.
Just hammering out lines.
Again, it's the demands are.
They didn't write any of that shit down on cue cards or anything
No,
to
some
help you
people
out.
used to use them.
I can't imagine
Oh, really?
memorizing.
Yeah, they had
all that.
well, not a monitor or whatever. They
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Teleprompter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
teleprompter.
Yeah. I bet some of the older people that were, the patriarchs and matriarchs of the soap opera family, when you see them and they're kind of squinting because they're kind of reading.
They had their moves too to do it.
They
They
do,
just
really?
they made it into like a character trait.
Right,
The looking away when you're talking to somebody. So they just did it all the time. Didn't matter.
They didn't want to
Whether
memorize
they knew the
anymore.
lines or not, even if they didn't need the line, they had to continue it.
Right.
So you get the dialogue the night before. It's the most amazing thing, and then the next day you got to shoot
I can't imagine
all of this pages of material. And how many takes do you get to do this?
One,
Jesus.
maybe they'll go over it once or twice, but it's a machine.
Amazing.
So you better be prepared.
Yeah.
Or they're going to write your ass
yeah,
right
or
off
you're
the soap
gone.
opera.
Yeah.
Right.
My favorite with soap operas was before they'd go to commercial, they'd have the little teaser there, and somebody would have to look in the camera and go, I just wanted to ask you something. And then they'd have to kind of look into the camera for uncomfortably too long while it faded to the
Oh,
commercial.
it's horrible. Those were horrible.
Really?
They're horrible. And the best days, because back then, I was in my 20s, you like to go out and have fun. So it was always great when you ended up in the hospital. Because you'd have no lines. You're just laying there. And,
That was your day off.
oh, no. So the night before, you knew there was trouble. You knew stuff was going to happen when you were in the
fantastic.
hospital.
How great is that? 'Cause you don't have to move. You don't have to do anything. You just gotta fucking lay
You
there.
didn't have to remember your lines.
What came after that then? What got you out of the soaps and into
I just wanted to get into movies. I was 25 and I moved out to L.A. I'd saved my money, and then for like 5 years, nothing happened. I did a couple guest stars. I did a couple failed series, one being Casablanca.
as a series?
And David Soul was Rick. Scatman Crothers
shit.
was the piano player.
Wow.
Wow.
Hector Elizondo was the lieutenant.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Damn,
I was Sasha the bartender.
That didn't work out.
No, but it was like constantly being in the hospital because I never had anything to say. They never gave me anything to do.
Did you regret leaving the soap when that was happening?
No.
No.
Wow, you really didn't want to do soaps.
No.
So
I stayed.
parent.
I stayed.
Sounds like
it was-
I
it was
stayed,
just time to move
It's a
on, right?
2-year
Yeah.
contract, and it was time to go.
How'd they get you off the show? What was the storyline end?
Kit and I got remarried after the annulment,
Of course.
and we went off skiing to Italy.
And that was the end of
That
it?
was
Still
it.
there.
Toast.
They just never. She was gone too.
Yeah, I guess she did. I guess I tracked her down. Until right now, it didn't dawn on me.
And she's never worked again.
Shit.
Did you ever talk to her again?
Took her with you.
Oh, you know how annoyed she must be at home every time Goodfellas comes on. Her husband's like, "I like, shut the fuck up." She got a 9-to-5 job.
What was the first movie that actually you were like, okay, now this is what I want to be doing?
Well, I knew this is what I wanted to be doing, but
Yeah.
The first one
I
that hit
did Something
little bit.
Wild. It was the first movie I did. this movie Dominic and Eugene, then Field of Dreams and Goodfellas.
Yeah, Field of Dreams.
Did you get nominated for something wild, or there was some kind of an
Yeah, there
award?
was a Golden Globe, I think. Yeah, Golden Globe.
First time out.
Yeah, I didn't win, but
That's still amazing.
Just happy to be
I
nominated.
could have. I was hoping. They do the newcomer of the year, but they stopped it the year before after Pia Zadora won
thanks.
for something.
Oh, right. Yeah, you kind of got Pia Zadora with a garden hose in a movie.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
She was very sexy, wasn't she?
Oh, man.
Yeah, we shot it in Rome. It was only supposed to be a couple days. I ended up there for 3 weeks.
Your choice.
But yeah.
You know, I don't think I'm doing this quite right.
Yeah, he kept
I
messing
mean, I
it
had to
up.
audition for that. About auditioning for that with,
Yeah.
with the casting agent, and then you got pretending you're raping her with a hose.
Yeah.
And casting directors never give you anything when you read. It's never like a comfortable read. It's always just a fucking deadpan lines. You have to- yeah. I don't know why I'm saying that. Just felt like saying that. Just trying to blame my failures on something. It's the casting director's fault, Ray. It's not mine.
Jesus Christ.
I remember seeing her in fucking Wee magazine back in like the 80s. That was when I first heard of her. She had like the,
She had great boobs.
Didn't she have great tits?
Yes,
like
she
cone
did.
nipples, and she was really sexy.
Sorry, Ray.
Pretty good.
Got off track there. For a
Who
second.
beat you for the Golden
I
Globe?
disagree.
I don't even remember. Oh! I think it was that year's when Platoon came out.
Oh, shit.
So one of the dudes from Platoon.
It's probably Defoe or Barringer, right?
Yeah. I think it was Berenger. I think.
And then you do Field of Dreams, and then. So what was Goodfellas? It wasn't an audition.
I met. I heard I was the first person that Marty met, and then obviously a lot of people were auditioning for it and wanting to meet him, but it took about a year.
Holy shit.
Until I finally got it, and I think what really I was in Venice at the Venice Film Festival. I took my dad, and we were just at the hotel looking down at the lobby, and all of a sudden there was all this commotion. So what the heck's going on? And it was Marty in the middle, surrounded by bodyguards, because he was there for the Last Temptation of Christ. And
controversial.
Really, very controversial.
Wow.
So I said, oh my God, that's Marty. And I just wanted to connect with him to put myself in front of him again, because it was like a couple of months since that first audition, or maybe even. Yeah, for a while. And then I went down, and I reached for him, and the bodyguards, he turned around. The bodyguards are coming after him. I said, no, I just want to talk to Marty. And I was real innocent and afraid. And he said that's when he knew, because I guess he just seen something wild, and I was just such a maniac in that. Then Henry was like a nice guy. The reason why he rose through the ranks is just because they trusted him.
Yeah.
He did what he was supposed to
So
do.
we saw that kind of vulnerable moment. Holy shit.
Isn't it
Isn't it
amazing
weird
how
how
those
that
things-
works?
I would have just the opposite experience. I wanted to give this guy the part. And he tried to bother me while I was having a press conference. I think he creeped me out.
There's luck involved. You
Yeah.
just don't think there's luck involved like that.
Oh my gosh, a lot of
Yeah, obviously.
So he spoke to you at that moment.
Huh?
He talked to you.
Yeah,
Then.
and he went right into the conversation that we had 3 months ago.
Wow.
He's a really interesting guy, really smart, and people just know them as a director, but he's got a lot of things that he's interested in. Did you see the George Harrison documentary?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved
It was
it.
fantastic,
It was great.
man.
Loved it.
Really. Yeah,
Well done.
he's just he puts out great work, man.
Everyone has
Really
talked
does.
about McCartney and Lennon and even Ringo so much, and Harrison's the one that kind of gets glossed over. He's like he's just the one that people don't talk
And
about
he had
as much.
so much going on in his life
He
too.
was
He's
talented.
a
it
really
was-
interesting guy.
Yeah,
A
definitely.
deep guy.
Yeah.
Very
Just wanted
deep.
to plant. It made you realize the magnitude of the Beatles' success when you realized that this guy just wanted to fucking plant trees and not talk to anybody for a while.
Dude, he couldn't get his songs through for the most part, Harrison.
Right.
Then he ended up having the great solo career.
And then he was a producer. He had
Yeah,
yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Big-
movie producer.
big
did-
meditator,
Time
too.
Bandits
Yeah,
and,
Time Bandits,
and Monty Python,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys. He loved those
Life
guys.
of Brian.
Oh, we got to
Yep.
wrap up.
Yeah, they're telling everybody he has other
Ray's a
press
busy
or
guy.
whatever.
It always goes fast when Ray's in here. They enjoy having
But
you, man.
let's give the film the proper
Yes.
plug.
Oscar buzz on this film. They're
Oh,
saying
really?
Oscar buzz.
Okay, I didn't know
They
that.
absolutely are.
Killing Them Softly. It's with Ray and also Brad Pitt and James Gandolfini. And who else was in it?
Richard Jenkins, Ben Mendelsohn.
And the woman that played Kit on
Oh, Ray, look her up. Just find out what happened to her. I have to have an update the next time you come back.
Send her something nice, please.
Poor Kit there in Italy.
Now I need to know. We'll do our own research.
Send her skis.
You're cruel.
Thanks,
Ray,
you
thanks
guys.
so
All
much.
right,
Ray,
Ray
thank you.
Liotta, man.